So a quick update on the watermelon and the little guy. Oh, look, so there's the answer. So I was looking at the damn watermelon and I was like, this little one is not growing, but this one is. See the difference in size? And that one is also growing. So I said I'm gonna pluck this one, and then the second I touched it, it fell. So my instinct was correct. All right, I had to start tying it up here. This branch is going this way. This branch is going that way. So next, oh man, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna have to, I don't want to bring it this way. I think I'm gonna bring it this way and tie it right there. I'm running out of room height with this thing. I need to figure something out. In the meantime, look how pretty. Today's poppy flower. I love how ruffly the edges are, like the petals. See how this one has smooth petals, but this one is ruffled. I love that. So what I ended up doing was I took out the pinwheel that was on top of this stick, and I put a branch, a dried branch, tied it to each stick. The stick that's in the green peas pot and the watermelon pot. So I tied them together. So now when this one starts to climb, it can continue this way, as well as that branch. And then if the peas get taller than this stick, then they can grow along the vines of the watermelon. So it works out. I like it. So I was originally trying to put that up here and it wasn't stable. So it worked out, and then I grabbed another dried up branch that had like a hole in it and I put the pinwheel in there. My first blooms on the sweet pea flower. I can't wait to smell them. The clay pot is working, by the way, as far as seeping water into the pot. I did a big trimming of mint from here, and I ended up cutting down all the mint there, and in here, and in here, and in there. I cut down the sage, the lemon balm. I gave some to my neighbors and to my sister. Well, I gave my sister a bunch of mint, and I gave my neighbors a mix of everything. I cut the lemon balm back because it was like all in here. So now you can see in there a little bit more. I still want to trim all of this because you see that? Those are flowers. So I'm going to end up cutting this really short because I don't want this to go to flower yet. But I'm not going to do it now because the sun is beginning to come up. I don't know what's up with my eggplants, but a part of me wants to take one out and put it in the raised bed. But I'm not sure. But I do see the first flower bud to be, so maybe everything will be okay. Ow. These are Black Beauty eggplants. I trimmed this tomato plant. It's looking better now, but it was looking like it was going through some shit. And this leaf still looks like that. I think I'm gonna just clip it. Just do it. Clip it and put it there. Oh. Let me go get a basil. Basil and a tomato. Now my only regret is having the pots going vertically as opposed to horizontally. Like instead of having the plant there and there, if I was to flip it and put one pot here and one pot here, that way I could see the middle. Let's do it. All right, so I put it like that. I had to move some things around, but at least now I'll be able to see, you know, see it from the front instead of from the side view. The pots are now no longer symmetrical as far as the layout, which bothers me a little bit, but I'm okay with it. What I think I'm gonna do though is I think I'm gonna move that pot back there and take that green one and bring it here. All right, so I ended up taking the black one. I put that one there and I took the black one from the middle and put it here and left the bigger tomatoes in the back. Oh, I'm excited about this little arch. Well, it's not an arch, but it's a straight line. You know what I mean? Maybe if these cucumbers start getting tall like that, I can do the same thing up here. Put like a stick there and another stick there and do a series of sticks just like that. Only if they look neat. If they look crazy, I'm not gonna be able to have that in my garden. Oh, and over here I added this stick to the pot for the cucamelons because they have reached the top and then some. So I bring them this way so they can start coming down that stick so that they don't overcrowd this. And then if they make it to the bottom and the plant is still growing, I can bring it back up the side and just keep going like that. But I don't think I'm gonna have, I don't think all that's gonna happen, but just in case. This tomato in the corner, I did something different. I did that method where they remove all the bottom branches of the stem and then lay the tomato flat, like they press the stalk down and lay it flat and cover it with dirt. So all of this will grow roots, and so the plant will just be stronger and potentially give more tomatoes. So we'll see what happens. The plant looks pretty good and healthy. My lamb's ears are flowering again, so I'm gonna let them flower and then I'll trim them at the end of the season. The zinnias are getting bigger, so are the morning glories. I can't wait to find out the variety, if they're the ones that I planted or not. So the California poppies that I've been growing in here seem to not be doing well at all, right? And then I forgot that I planted a few more in here. So this is another little California poppy patch, and look what I found. The first signs of a flower. My first signs of a California poppy. So that's exciting. My Chicago pickling cucumber has a bunch of flowers. Things are happening in the zucchini world. That's another zucchini there. So the cucamelon vines, back to the cucas, they've got a bunch. Look at the tiny clusters of flowers on these. Look how tiny. Like, you guys have seen the clusters of tomato flowers, how big they are. And look how tiny these guys are. Oh, look, this one didn't make it. Came right off of my finger. I had a feeling because it wasn't getting any bigger. I'm gonna eat it. And I just spread it out. And that was sour and terrible. But I love all the little tendrils on these. Tiny little curls. That's how they attach themselves from point A to point B and climb. Where's the other fruit? I feel like a bunch of them may have fallen off. Look. Oh, they're coming off. That's not good. Because there was like several. And now I just saw one. I see this guy, which looks promising. But damn, there were a bunch of them. They must be falling off. All right, hopefully this fruit grows and the rest of them continue to grow. Oh, that'll be a shame if I have the plant without it producing. In the hummingbird feeder, I made a sugar water mix. It's brown because I used raw cane sugar, but I haven't seen any hummingbirds yet. My first California poppy. It's completely yellow. Isn't it pretty?